Hi there folks, and welcome back to a brand new season, season 3 after 2 back-to-back promotions. Absolutely amazing, and we find ourselves from tier 7 to tier 5. We are in the Vanarama National League now. It might prove to be another tough season, but looking at the table at the moment, nobody's played just yet. We play our first game today, 5-6 places up for playoffs. So if we can finish in the top 7th, great. If we can finish top, even better. But let's survive this season first, shall we? But in the Vanarama National League, here we come. But first, we've got transfers to talk about before we set off on our third journey. We welcome to the club is Jonathan Mitchell, a goalkeeper. We're not sure if he's going to be first team goalkeeper ahead of Lavercombe. I don't know. I haven't really made my mind up. He's got pretty good traits. He's better in some parts to Lavercombe. Not so convincing in other ones. But we're going to be playing him. He's 27 years old. A lot of experience in the higher divisions. Recently on loan at Northampton, conceded only 36 in 30 with only 8 clean sheets. It's not a lot of clean sheets, granted, but he only conceded 36, so I can't really complain or really moan about that too much. Overall, 48 in 39 games, 11 clean sheets. That's pretty decent for me, I think. We bought him towards the end of last season, hence why he was with us in 2021-22 season. He wasn't really. We bought him on the end of the season when the season ended, so it didn't roll over to the following season. I think that rolls over on the 1st of July. I can't quite remember. But he looks pretty decent. Kicking one-on-ones is quite good as well. Punching and reflex is pretty decent. Not bad physicals, I guess. Next up was Mo Silla. 19 years old. Can play in defence. He can play a DM role. And he can play in the centre midfield, which is probably preferred position. Very good on decision making. Not bad physicals at all. And mentals aren't too bad either. He's got good tackling in there as well. Everything else is a little bit to be desired. But I tell you what, 19 years old. It's not bad. He comes on a free as well. Again, another player we came on the back end of last season, and we get him from Aston Villa. And we all know who this chap is, Trey Pemberton, who was on loan with us for quite a while. And I felt like I had to bring him back. We're still using wingers. We're still going with the 4-2-4 until that breaks. I don't know. But he can play on the left or right. He's got very good physicals, acceleration and pace. You can't fault it. Everything else, yeah. It doesn't even reach double figures, mentals or technicals, nothing. But physicals, yay. I don't think he's going to be our first choice, but we're going to try and use him as much as we can. When he left us, he went to Telford. He had 11 goals, 3 assists. Still pretty decent. He only had 7 and 8, so he's improved slightly in less games. So hopefully with age, he is getting a little bit better. But at 23 now, I think hopefully... Well, I'm hoping he's going to do the job for us. But we get him on a free. I'm not complaining. I'm very, very happy to have him back. Now we get on to the signings that happened on this side of the year. So Joe Littlewood, defender. We wanted to shore up our defence and get some decent players in. We were leaking an awful lot of goals last season. As well as scoring them, we were leaking quite a few. But we're bringing this 18-year-old. He's 5'11". Physicals aren't too bad with the mentals. Also, he's got good tackling skills, heading and marking abilities as well. That's pretty good. And we pick him up from Leeds United. Yes, we're picking up young players from the Premiership teams, which I'm really happy with. A freebie. He's not really proved himself, but at the moment, 3 goals in 4 games. Don't ask. He's pretty damn good and he's useful going forward. Next up is we brought in a left back, 19 years old. Djorovic, or Daniel Djorovic, again looks pretty decent, quite well rounded. He can play all these positions as well, which is pretty decent. He can play wing back as well if ever we decide to push our wing backs up, but we're going to use him there. Very good pace and acceleration, which we want him to do up there. Crossing, yeah, nothing to write home about, but again, Birmingham Sky Bet Championship. Played a couple of games, not many. But for us already, he's had 5 appearances, 2 assists already. So not too bad at all. But at left back, we want him just to be solid, really. George Williams on the other side, 29-year-old. Yes, slightly older. But I couldn't say no to this chap either. £1,200 a week. Quite excessive, but at 29 years old. His stats stack up. At this level, I think he'll be pretty damn good. And we pick him up from NK Dons from the Sky Bet League 1. So that's 2 tiers above where we are at the moment. He's had a couple of loans at Barrow. He was at Barnsley as well. Amazing. He's had quite a lot of games, especially with MK Dons, and he's done reasonably well. Yeah, we're carrying our theme with defenders. We're bringing Williams Kokolo, 22-year-old French chap. His pace is pretty decent and agility also. Not bad mentors, but everything else, yeah, marking, tackling, long throws. Don't give him long throws. It's only a 6. He can shoot though. Not very well. God knows where it's going to go, but he's able to shoot at something. But we brought him in just as another backup, which probably means there's no room for Morgan. I think it's Morgan on the left-hand side. I can't quite remember. And as these players are coming in, our original players are kind of losing their stats a little bit. So whereas he's like a 3.2 and a 3.5 star, Morgan's now's dropped right down to this 2-star where he was a 4 originally. So he was one of our better players before, but probably not so. But we bring him up as another backup as well. So we've got 2 very, very good left backs. So I'm really, really pleased. He was at Sunderland, Middlesbrough, not many games. He's already had 2 assists from us. So we might yet play him. Bringing in another left winger. Same as Pemberton. We couldn't really get any decent wingers here. And to be honest, determination and flair, his acceleration and pace and dribbling and crossing, it looks pretty good. And on the left hand side, he can play any position up here, which is going to help us a lot. If we drop back to a 4-4-2, he can play there. Or if we struggle and lose all our left backs, he can play there as well. So I'm pretty pleased with this one. Comes from Witton. He's played with Hull as well. He's played in the higher leagues. Had a very good season with Witton. Last season, 14 goals, 4 assists, 7 Player of the Match awards. Magic at 39 games as well. Strengthening our midfield now because some of them are losing their attack a little bit. Maybe this tier is a little bit too much for them, but we'll soon find out. Daniel Tsunami. So, name Daniel Tsunami. I don't know. I'm trying to do a James Bond. It's not working. But a ball winning killer. He can play the positions we want him to play in there. Very, very good physicals, mentals as well. Technicals, free kick taken. He could take a free kick. We'd like him to do that as often as possible. But yeah, he looks pretty decent and very, very well rounded as well. From Warsaw League 1, League 2 side. And he's played a few games there as well. I mean, how many is he? He's not really played much. I think we've only just got him, so we're going to try and use him as well. But we have got the likes of Griffiths in the centre as well, so he's going to have to battle it out with him for the time being. We actually spent some money on him as well. £15,000 to bring him to the club. Yeah, we're starting to spend a little bit of money. We've got a fair bit, so why not try and bring some good players in? I think £15,000 is not too much to be grumbled at. We had to fight off a fair few other teams as well. Dan Mooney, we bring in also, again, another player similar to Trey Pemberton. He can play left and right. Pace and acceleration is what we brought him in, dribbling as well. Crossing, hopefully he's going to train a little bit more on that as well. But not too bad a player. £10,500 we bought him for, so maybe we overpaid on this one. I don't know. But again, we had to fight off other teams as well who were chasing him. So we ended up paying a little bit of money. But he's been with Fleetwood, and I think he's been there with the under-23s. And so we picked him up from there. Last season, not bad in the Vanarama North 13 with 13 goals, 3 assists. Not too bad, so hopefully he'll do a little bit better for us. And then this is our main spending, £100,000. I think we overspent on this one. He had some contract left over. I wanted to bring him in. And he scored a fair few against us as well. We bring him in from Fleetwood. We had to bring him in. Linney as well as Fowler, they had fantastic season last season, but Linney has dropped off dramatically rating wise. So I know you don't need to look at ratings, but we'll see how Linney goes, and if he doesn't work, then an 18-year-old Frenton is going to just slot straight in there. First touch and finishing, wow. Mentals, wow. Well, wow-ish. It's physicals, I want to go, wow. 14 acceleration, pace 13. He's got natural fitness. He's not going to tire that easily. He's got good stamina. It's all there for you to see, though. I'm not sure about shooting-wise, long shots. He doesn't want to do long shots. He's there to be in the box. He's got very good composure as well. Can he take penalties? Penalty taken 9. Nah, it's okay, I guess, but... £100,000, yeah, that was our big spend today though. So overall then, we spent 125,000 towards the end of last season. They were all free, the last three. We did end of last season. Well, Ross Finney, he went to Dumbarton for free. That was already preordained. And a couple of more players going. Brendan O'Brien has gone midfielder for 2,500 nearly. And Jay Kelly went to Bolton under 18s on a free. Now, let's just have a look, see if we actually released any players. Yeah, we released quite a few. Lang's gone, Dodd's gone, Cockling's gone. We've got Morgan Hanson-Smith, Stead's gone, Lynch and Miller as well. We're still trying to offload a few more players. But as it stands at the moment, that's our squad. Our squad isn't too bad. Callum Saunders and Lenny, as you can see, not the best. But we have got Fowler, who's gone at 3. He was nearly out of 5. And then we've got... where's our Fenton? Where's Fenton gone? There he is at the bottom. I need him on the bench, really. Maybe we ought to start with him. But I want to see how well these two do. Pre-season went relatively well. It didn't start till end of August. We had an 11-1 victory over Brimbo. Then Annan, 3-0. 5-0 against Overton. Hyde was a 3-3 draw. That was pretty amazing. And TNS, a nice 4-1 victory before we start off against Ebbsfleet this season. So, how did they do last season? Where were they? They were still in the Vanarama. I mean, it's pretty indifferent. From the turn of January, the new year, they went unbeaten. Wow, that's pretty decent, isn't it? I don't know where they finished then, if that's the case. Preview for us this season is we're expected to go straight down. York are going to expect to stay up as well. Ebbsfleet have only just been promoted, so they got relegated last season, and I think that's from the south, or did we play them in our league last season? I think they were in the south. Aldershot as well. Leighton Orient, who got relegated from the Football League. They're expected to go back up. Same with Morecambe in the middle. So there's quite a lot of good teams in there. And the only thing that's really going to do is then we can only have 5 name subs again. So this is a major problem. So hopefully when we get up to a Division 2, it should be slightly better. I think you can have 7 names. So not much better, but it's better. Without any further ado, let's have a look at the teams we're going to take on first game of the season and the early game of this episode. So enough about all the chitter chatter. Let's get into a game. We're going to start with Lavacum in goal. We've got Williams on the right hand side. We've got Bailey, Littlewood and Jorovic on the left hand side. We've got Seiler and Griffiths in the centre. We've got Ziani on the left hand side, and we've got Johnson. Now Johnson we've only just signed. 28 years old, left or right, take your pick. He can cross the ball and he can run as well. So hopefully he's going to do a job for us as well on that side. We've still got Trey Pemberton as well, but we've just signed him. We're going to have a look at this chap as well. He comes from Southport. We bought him for £13,000. So we are spending a little bit of money now. He's had some experience in the Sky Bet League 1. Not that it says any games at all, but he's had a fair few in the last couple. Last season with Southport, 15 assists. That's what we're looking for this season. And then we got Fowler and Fenton up front, 2 strikers. This is really going to be our dream team up front. So hopefully we may have the introduction of Linney as well. Linney has dropped off one hell of a lot. You can't deny them stats at the moment though, so hopefully we might see him as well. He might just come as an impact sub, we don't know. Same with Chambers also. So that's the side we're going to be rocking with. Let's see if we can jump into matters straight away, and let's see if we can grab ourselves a first win. I must first of all apologise. I did have a counter at the bottom. Some event stuff going up here as well. I forgot to take all my stuff off that I used for my stream, but if you're interested, we are doing a Scottish Journeyman on Twitch, also a stream most nights, so during the week from 8 o'clock onwards. So if you want to have a look, have a butchers, follow as well, and come and join us. It would be great to see and talk to you. It's at twitch.tv at Ilson Cat Gaming. There you go. Links are down in the description as well. So yeah, we are doing a separate save. In fact, we're doing a fair few saves on Twitch at the moment. It's just easier to do it on there than it is to play it on here, record it, upload it, etc. Whereas Twitch, we just run with it, and it's live as well. So you can't really mess things up really. Otherwise, you will be eaten alive. A little bit of fun. But anyway, back to the game then. Ebbsfleet away from home. Let's see if we can go and upset the apple cart. We've seen they have been a decent form where they've not lost the turn of the year. So you could say for this year they are unbeaten, I think, after the first game. So let's have a look then. A couple of minutes in. Let's see if we can make our mark already in this division. It's probably not going to be the same as last season where we started off with a 7-0 win. Djokovic puts a throw in and the shot comes in from Fenton. The goalkeeper, Huffer, gets down to it very, very well and very low indeed. They're rocking with a 4-2-3-1 formation with a free kick from Liddell. And wow, it's left our goalkeeper standing just a little bit. Lavacum, a little bit to be desired, just standing there watching. We don't want you to be doing that, but it's another free kick for Ebbsfleet. They play it short, then it's lofted in, and we hoof it away. We don't have any runner out there at all at the minute. Ziani's on the left-hand side. I was hoping to intercept that. We do intercept that. The Fowler's on it. It could have played it out wide. Then plays it out wide to the far side. Johnson, is he going to go for his first assist? Back post. It's not there, but Fowler's on it. Wow. Johnson to Ziani. Ziani into the middle. Fenton, I'm assuming, had the initial shot at goal. Goalkeeper spills it. So there's foul. Johnson. Johnson straight over to the other side to Ziani, who has a shot actually. It was Ziani with the shot. And the Fowler with the rebound. So first blood. FC United of Manchester. Come on, boys. We're going to start off the season well. Oh, there's Halifax in the division as well. Djorovic with another long throw. The goalkeeper stays still this time. He's not going to come out for it. And he has the ball once again. Ball over to Fenton. Fenton could have finished it off. Fowler not getting there in time. So at the moment, things are looking good. 10 shots and 8 on target. That's pretty decent. Very happy with the way things are going. We're looking to bring probably some more substitutes on as the half goes. Ziani is probably going to be the first one to be substituted. Unfortunately for him, but at the moment, we're down this line. Djorovic into Fenton. Ziani's injured, that's why. But he still has the ball there, bless him. Now Fowler's injured. In fact, I should have really seen all this coming, shouldn't I? Johnson on the ball. Plays it back to Williams. Williams with a cross. We're not getting the ball though. Griffiths should be able to have it. Back to Sala. Sala back over to left hand side. We do need to make this substitution, don't we? Because if Ziani can't run, then he's going to be no good on the field at all. We should intercept that. Williams with a lovely interception. And again, Fowler, injured or not, he's doing his business. Fenton. That's it. Both strikers have now scored. Fowler has done his job. A goal and assist. We're going to take him off. Reward him with a nice cup of hot cocoa while he sits on the bench. Lovely stuff. 2-0 away at Ebbsfleet. This is the first game in the Vanarama North as well. We're really gaining some momentum. This is going to be Ebbsfleet's first loss this year, I guess, in the year 2022, I guess. Fowler can come off. We've got Linney to come on, and then we've got Danny Mooney on the left-hand side. And can he play? You know what? We're going to leave it as it is. We don't need to change anything. Salah's playing absolutely wonderfully. We've got Tsunami, Spence, and Jacob as well. Matty Jacob. Again, another player from last season. A really, really good player from last season. Can play either side as well. Added bonus. 12 assists he got last season. I can't remember where we played him. I really can't. But again, his stats look a little bit wanting. But at 21 years old, you never know. He can grow into it. So we've made a couple of changes. Do that and let's carry on. Don't want to make too many changes that will upset everybody, but Griffiths is having a good game. 6.7. I guess he's holding strong in the centre, but again another player that we could possibly look to change as well, as the throw was really poor. We should be able to get there. Djorovic over the top. Sala now with the ball. Where's he going to go with? He's going to go into Bailey. Bailey's standing firm at the back. It's headed back to the goalkeeper. It's a good header that actually. It could have gone either side of him, which would have been nice. Have the goalkeeper struggling a little bit. With 20 minutes to go. Vigor comes forward for Ebbsfleet. As I'm not going to pronounce that. Marshall. Liddell into Thomas, and Thomas slots in past Lavacum. Now this is where we do struggle at the back. Our goalkeeper just isn't... I don't think he's agile enough, so I don't know whether I'm going to go with a system I've used many times before. Concede a goal and the other goalkeeper goes in. Keep a clean sheet, you stay in. I think it's kind of harsh, but it might be a case that if you lose, then you lose your place. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I want to have a look at our other goalkeeper as well, Mitchell I think it is, as we've only had 1 minute since that goal, and Ebbsfleet are coming at us again. We've made that Liddell. Oh wow, he's blasted it over. That was a chance for Ebbsfleet though. I'm going to bring Tsunami in the centre. I'm going to have his box to box, I think. Let's just help each other out at the back, please. As a long throw comes in. What a throw! It doesn't find one of our heads though. Griffiths does pick it up though, preferably before he goes off. Cross comes in. We should have that. It's gone in and it's disallowed. And was it Mooney or was it Fenton? Fenton was... I think it... Was it Fenton? I'm not sure if it was. Yeah, it was Fenton. Mooney was there, but Fenton got ahead of him. So if Fenton left it, Mooney might have scored and it might have been a goal. So Jorovic straight over. Not very well to anybody in particular, but he's got to get back in time. Though Vigar's on it. The cross comes in. Well, we get a block on it. Well played, lads. Now, we have had in the past on a few saves already in 2021 where you get a tackling in the box and they give a penalty away. And that's a wonderful save over the bar. Lavercombe's keeping his place. He's done well. He's carrying on from last season. But he still conceded a goal though. Linney has it now. Let's see what legs you've got in this division, Linney. As if he got past him, he would have been away. Right, we're coming up to our first win of the season. Our first win in the first game as well. Jorovic there, hopefully just to waste a little bit more time, but preferably to one of our players. As the ball's played all the way back to the goalkeeper. 15 seconds. The goalkeeper hoofs it. We should intercept it. We do now. We don't win that back though. And Liddell comes away for... Actually, to Vigar. Vigar with the box. We hoof it. Shot comes in. Just clips the top of the bar. Lavercombe, whether or not he was blinded, he should have seen it anyway. So he did hopefully watched it away. Just pass it to your players to either side. Are you wasting a little bit of time? You've got over... Yeah, we'll just pass it to Littlewood. And that's it. Game over. We've done it. We've started off the season with a perfect start. A 2-1 victory. Not the same as a 7-0 from last season. But you know what? Who cares? It's 3 points. They're more important. And more importantly than that... Let me get my breath. We're away from home. So, a very, very good start. Good win. Nice to see some of the new boys like Fenton getting involved quite a bit. Mooney as well. Definitely Jorovic at the back. I mean, he's going to be a star player for us as well. And we are going to have to look at moving some of the other players along as well if we can. But we're in 7th position at the moment as it stands. So, stop it right here. We're in the playoffs. We're not. We've got a long way to go. 44 game season this is as well. Decent result, decent match. On to the next one now. Fantastic result. Defended well. We did defend well towards the end. Fowler's injured. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. Ziana's injured. He's out for a few days. That's okay. And we've only got a few days left before we play Torquay. First game on the board is green. Absolutely marvellous. We've got Torquay, Leyton Orient, Stockport. Wow, a lot of games in here. We've drawn Runcorn Linnets in the Builder Base FA Trophy first round. We have got the FA Cup we go straight into the second qualifying round then, so it seems. Is there any other cup competitions? We don't know if there's going to be any other ones. We don't know yet. But we're going to be playing a couple of more games. I'll probably come back to around about Morecambe and Woking possibly. It's fight bravely against... relegation. I think we've got too good a side for that. We should be mid-table at least anyway. Reached the first round proper of the FA Cup. Ooh, interesting. And the FA Trophy has reached the 4th round minimum. Okay, so not an awful lot that they want us to go through. Let's have a look at the finances as well. We haven't shown you that yet. We have got over £1 million in the bank, and as you can see, we're slightly overspending on wages, only by about £160. It's not a lot, is it, at all? So that's pretty good, and hopefully we're going to offload a few more players and reduce that even more. But here we go. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. Another start to the season. And wow, it's going to be a tough season, this one. It's not going to be as easy as the last 2 seasons, or I say easy. It was still pretty difficult. We had to still put runs together, but hopefully we're going to do the same again this time, and we're going to be playing against bigger sides. So we want to get ourselves into the Football League, but let's not run away with it just yet. So if you enjoyed that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more news to the channel, please subscribe. And until next time, folks, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.